So that fireworks badass.
Yeah, I like that. That's kind of fun. I like doing that. Hey, you know what? We need to get those fountains.
Oh yeah,
like a bunch of them. Then we kind of like run through them. What do you think?
What would be fun is if we could mount them somehow vertically, so they're shooting out and across versus straight up.
All right, next video.
Anyway, yeah. Okay. So the abandoned YMCA in West Cleveland.
Yeah. This is they actually shut down a few of these. This one is actually the only one that we can go into is abandoned. The rest of them, I think, were renovated and sold. And bought
right?
off.
Yeah, and repurposed, which is good. But yeah, I guess the YMCA, you know, what, back in the 1840s, were kind of invented or started in London.
Yes.
Towards the end of the Industrial Revolution for housing.
They were building the railroads.
Yeah.
And the guys used to house the guys. This way they go to work without like living in the polluted streets of London, you know, with all the pickpocketers and bombs and everything else that was going on.
Plus the raw sewage that was.
Oh, raw sewage! They had raw sewage back then.
Ditches that. You know,
that must have been horrible.
They were called piss ditches.
You know, and then the YMCA came to America. Same kind of thing everywhere. You know, and you know, these guys actually invented most of our sports. I mean, you know, at first they were for housing guys, but then they invented volleyball, the people there, racquetball, softball, football,
professional
basketball.
And basketball.
That was all from people from the YMCA.
And those sports traveled with the Americans when they went to war. When they went to World War I and World War II, you always see people playing stickball.
Look at this gym. This gym is beautiful. The floor is amazing.
Yeah, it's still amazing.
And we could go there and play basketball right now.
I know.
I mean, how can they just let this go? I mean, there's so many people that need basketball courts in Cleveland because there's not enough of them. Oh, here we go. Nadia Comaneci-Marco coming up. Remember Nadia Comaneci?
I do.
The Olympic gold medalist? Yes. She did this stuff really well, didn't she?
Yeah, but she wasn't hiking up her jeans like you are.
Well, I got to set it up. I got to set up the equipment, man.
Fixing your sack. What are you, a baseball player?
Don't look at my face. Oh, ow.
Yeah, right.
It's okay. I'm good.
I good thing I'm wearing a cup. Giddy up.
See, I'm having fun now.
Yeah, you are.
I just need a whip.
And they're taking the whole Christian note out of the Y.
Oh, they're called the Y.
It's just the Y, the triangle Y.
Yeah.
I mean, but are they still using the Y symbol as the spirit, mind, and body?
The triangle was on this building, and they still use it.
But is that still part of their mandate or mission statement?
It used to be called the Young Men's Christian Association.
Right.
And you know what? They're probably trying to get rid of the word Christian because today's youth they're not into religion as much anymore.
Yeah.
They're taking the Christian. Aren't they doing that in their schools too? They're taking everything out.
Can't even say the Pledge of Allegiance in school.
That's not even a prayer. They're taking the word American out of the history books. They're going to replace it with, ready for this? Global citizen.
Really?
Yep.
So if you're American, so when you get your new green card from the United States,
they'll probably say global citizen.
You're now a global citizen.
You're not an American.
Hello. How low can you go? Don't do it. To the funny farm, where life is beautiful all the time. For life is beautiful all the time. They're coming to take me away. Ha ha, hee hee. Ho ho! To the funny farm.
This one here, this YMCA, I think was built in 1955.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was like, I don't know if you know it, but in Cleveland in 1950, we had almost 1 million people.
Wow.
In Cleveland alone. And so there was, I think, like 10 of these or 12 of these YMCAs. And then, of course, you know, things happened with their population. I mean, it started dwindling down. To 1990, we only had 500,000.
No wonder they were all
Yeah, the people were leaving.
Yeah.
They're gone. And you know, today, 2015,
Yeah.
I believe we only have 370,000 people left in Cleveland.
So we're down in population 60% in 60 years.
And so I guess some, and they actually closed. I think they closed like 5 of these. This one was probably the one that was abandoned that, you know, people like us got to go look at. Probably, I would say the biggest reason started off back in the 50s and 60s when you had, number one, you had busing, and people didn't want to be bused, and that caused a lot of people to move out. And then after that, you had the I think they're called the Hough riots, and people didn't want to deal with that, you know, and so a lot of people started moving out. Plus, think of what is the population growth in Ohio? Do you know that you need to have a 2.1% to sustain population growth? That means, because, you know, the mom and dad die,
1%,
you have to have 2 babies, and the 0.1 is in case if you die. You know what the population growth is in Ohio? It's like 1.63. In America, it's like somewhere around that too. So our population is just decreasing.
For every 2 couples of 4, there's only 3 people replacing those 4 people. And you wonder why all the YMCAs are closing, the schools are closing.
Let's see, we do some interior decorating. Is that a motion sensor?
Yeah, let's do some interior decorating. Ah, look at your friends now.
I hate being spied on. I mean, I'm watched on every time I go down the street. All the streetlights are watching with the cameras. Every time I walk in the store, the cameras. My TV at home has a camera. I bet they're watching me on my camera while I'm watching TV.
All the smart machines, the smart TVs, your smartphone has a camera, your computer with a camera. People hack into that. People could be watching you
right now. They're watching us. Right?
Well, see, I put black tape over my.
Because I was going to flip off and scream.
Well, you can, but there's black tape, so no one will see it.
I bet people don't know that when they're watching football on their new TV, somebody's watching them.
Right.
But the bottom line is that our and why is it low? Because I'm thinking fertility rates are low because of our GMOs,
right,
and all the food and all that fluoride in the water.
Fluoride was there was just something online I read, so I know it's got to be true that
of course everything online is true.
The FDA said that fluoride was not, that the United States has been over fluoride for many years, and it's not good for our health.
Oh, gee, I wonder, why did America has a 1.6 population growth? The kids are sterilized, and you know what else? We've also, I don't know if anyone has been taking this into account, but since 1970, America has over, ready for this number? 50 million abortions.
Since 1970.
45 years, 50 million dead babies. And think about this for a minute.
Is that all Planned Parenthood?
A lot of it. Well, Planned Parenthood this year in Cleveland, or not in Cleveland, but in America, they are doing 400,000 abortions
a year.
A year. Planned Parenthood.
Holy crap!
And guess what they're doing with these abortions? They're selling the fetuses.
Oh, and the placenta.
They're selling all that stuff.
And that's going to, you know, stem cell research, which isn't a bad thing. But the placenta is used in growth hormone therapy. I think it's also used in different types of makeups, and I think I read also in perfumes, some of the placenta base. I mean, it's certainly spun out, so the collagen is separated from the blood cells, from everything else, but still, you're applying makeup.
So you're telling me that American females are putting fetuses on their face?
Yeah, in more than one. Yes.
Oh my God. You know what else I think they do with them? I think in some cases with these secret societies, like the Bilderbergs or the Bohemian Groves, the Skull and Cross, some people call them the Illuminati, all these little secret societies. I think that they buy this stuff too, and they blend it and they drink it at their secret ceremonies because it gives them more life.
Sure,
it gives them longevity. These 33-degree Masons probably have something to do with this too.
Yes, 33-degree Masons. 33, huh? Just like Rolling Rock, 33 ingredients.
And you know what the 33rd day is of the year?
What's that?
It is February 1st, which I believe is Satan's first holiday.
Wow.
I bet nobody knows that.
Core values. A belief in Christian principles. A belief that lifelong personal growth and a balanced development of spirit, mind, and body are essential to achieving full potential. A belief that strength of the community is directly proportional to the strength and values of the families. A belief in the worth of each individual and in the equality of opportunity for all. A belief that our YMCA must deliver high value, outcome-oriented programs, services with excellent quality and customer service. A belief that each of us has a responsibility for our personal development and community service, and an appreciation of the environment and the fullness of God's bounty. Mission statement: YMCA Greater Cleveland, where you belong. To promote the balanced development of spirit, mind, and body, and to put Christian principles into the practice to strengthen families, neighborhoods, and the greater Cleveland community. Yeah, right. That's going on. I'm going out. I'm heading out. I'm done.